Recruiting the right participants is one of the most important parts of good research. And when you're doing research regularly, starting from scratch each time can slow everything down. That's where user panels come in. A user panel is a pre-screened group of people who have agreed to be contacted for future research. These people are often existing customers or target users who reflect the kinds of people you're designing for. For example, if you work on an app for people interested in buying a home, your panel might include first-time buyers, experienced buyers, and real estate agents. Your panel may also include home sellers and mortgage advisors. Even within your current customer base, it's helpful to include a range of user types, like new users. Those are people who just started using your product and can speak to first impressions and onboarding. Or power users. These are people who really know the ins and outs and can offer insight on advanced features or long-term needs. Professionals in a specific field, like teachers, marketers, or delivery drivers, depending on your product. Or people with niche experiences, such as specific accessibility needs, multilingual backgrounds, or living in a certain region. Panels are especially useful when your research needs to move quickly or focus on hard-to-reach audiences. They're a great fit for ongoing discovery work, concept testing and prototype feedback, longitudinal studies that follow the same people over time, and co-creation or idea workshops. Because panel participants are already familiar with your team and your process, they're more likely to contribute meaningfully based on their relevant experience, and they're also more likely to commit to longer time engagements like diary studies. So, why use a user panel? User panels save time. Instead of sourcing and screening participants for every new study, you already have a pool of people who are ready and willing to hear from you. They also improve participant quality. Panelists are usually more engaged and more representative of your target audience, and less likely to be bots or survey speeders. And over time, they help you build stronger relationships with your users. Inviting people into the research process shows that you value their voice, and it helps build transparency and trust. If you're interested in building a user panel, here's a 4-step process to get you started. First, define who you want to include. Think about the kinds of people you'll want feedback from again and again. Referring to the personas of your customers and stakeholders can be helpful here. Think about what their role is, their experience level, how much they use your product, where they live, and anything else. Next, choose your recruitment method. A few common approaches include asking participants to join your panel after a research session, reaching out to your email list or newsletter subscribers, or even adding an in-product prompt. No matter the method, your recruitment message should clearly explain what the panel is and what people can expect and what's in it for them. Next, create your opt-in form so interested participants can give the information that matters to you, like the products they use and their role. We have a research panel at Nielsen Norman Group and have interested participants fill out an opt-in form that collects information such as their job, their industry, their experiences with our trainings, and what kind of research they would like to participate in. This type of information is relevant to the kinds of research we conduct, but you may want to include more or less depending on your needs. And lastly, decide how you'll keep track of panelists and their information. Tooling does not need to be fancy to start. You can start with a spreadsheet or a simple CRM or dedicated research tools like user interviews. For example, a simple Google Sheet with columns like name, role, last contacted, and notes can go a long way when you're just getting started. Just be sure that their information is being kept securely. When you know your users and have them interested and organized, recruiting can become a lot faster and easier.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of our UX videos, take a look at these over here and consider subscribing to our channel. On our website, nngroup.com, you can access our free library of over 2,000 articles. You can also register for one of our UX courses that offer live, hands-on UX training.